Hello, this is Jessica McKay with your weekly love column on numerologist.com. This week's question is from Mary, who writes, "Why do I sabotage any new relationships with my insecurity and make them walk away?" So, Mary, when I feel into the energy of this question, I'm actually not getting the energy of sabotage, which is to say that I don't get the sense that your subconscious mind is actually pushing people away to keep you safe. What it feels like instead is fear. And when I tap into that for you, the sense that I'm getting is that your biggest fear is of being out of control. And my sense is that when you're dating someone, there are certain requirements that you want them to fulfill so that you can feel like you trust that person. And unfortunately, with relationship, we can never really control how another person feels, what they think, or how they behave. It's really, we don't have control of these things outside of us, but my sense is that when you were growing up, and all of us do this, we grow up under really stressful circumstances. And so we create strategies in childhood that help us feel safe in some way. And my sense is that your strategy was needing to feel in control of your world. So I get the sense that you would compartmentalize things and organize things, and you would have you would have like a way that everything around you was in its own place. And so my sense is that relationship is challenging because you can't do that with another person. So it's very scary to your inner child, that energetic presence that lives within all of us, no matter how old we get. And she's the one that has the insecurity. She's the one who's afraid. She's the one that holds on to people for dear life because she doesn't feel that there's a safe place inside. And she feels like it's a very topsy-turvy, kind of messy world, and the only way to stay safe is to be in control and to compartmentalize and control how other people are being, and we can't do that. It's just not possible. So what I'd like to suggest for you is meditation. And really, when you're meditating, to focus on letting go of the illusion that you control anything outside of you. Because that's really the truth, is that we have no control over what people do, over how they're wounded, over their strategies to stay safe. We don't have control over any of that. So dating is always a leap of faith. It's always something courageous that you do. Getting to know someone else, facing the fear that you might be rejected, that that person can't commit or they can't handle relationship or whatever it is, you're facing that fear. And for you, there's a very, very deep fear that you're not enough, and that as soon as people get to know you a little bit, they're going to see what you know is wrong with you. They're going to see through your mask and they're going to reject you. And that comes from childhood. That comes from being rejected as a child for expressing some part of you. And it's terrible that that happened. It happens to pretty much all of us. And the way out, the way to heal that is to address that child presence inside you and create a safe place for her to live within. It has nothing to do with who you date or who you meet. It's about creating a safe place so that that child knows that there's nothing wrong with her. She's not defective. She's not too insecure. She's not broken. You know, insecure, saying that you're insecure is really a judgment. It's like judging yourself. I'm too afraid. I'm not enough. People are going to see that I'm afraid and they're going to get uncomfortable and they're going to leave me. And even though you've had that experience in the past and you've told yourself that story about how you're just way too insecure, have compassion for the part of you that is so scared Your real work here is to work with her, that part of you, that little kid, and just let her know that she is safe because you, as the adult, are there, are holding a safe space for her, a safe container to witness her fear, and not to tell her, hey kid, stop being afraid, go to your room and don't come out till you can stop being insecure and stop pushing people away, you're ruining everything. Instead of talking to her that way, bring her into the fold and just say, you are so precious and beautiful, and I love you so much, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I think you're amazing. And she'll start to hear that after a while. Right now, all she's heard for years and years and years is, there's something wrong with me. I'm not good. I'm too scared. I'm too weak. I hold on. I cling too tightly. I push people away. That's all she's heard. So start changing that story. The fear is real. The fear of being out of control is real. That comes from childhood too. So hold a sweet and safe space for that part of you and be loving to yourself. And after a while, this pattern will shift. I promise you. It will. So bring some love into your meditations. Focus on letting go. Focus on surrendering the illusion that you ever control anything. So I hope that this was helpful to you. If anyone watching would like to submit a question for consideration for next week's love column, please leave that question in the Facebook comments below. Take care.